Well, I kind of wanted to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. And that's a pun because I do own a cat, but I kind of want to let the cat out of the bag. And I did warn about this. I warned about this a couple of videos back, and it's happening right before my very eyes. So today I was watching the news and I was reading articles in um, the paper that you get like online on the internet. And what I found out is two of the things that I said that those people in positions of authority would go after next, okay? Because it seems that every time they want to take control over something, they'll say, oh, there was a study done, and they will give a study to a university or whatever agency. They will give a study to them. The study will be developed apparently out of the blue, and then they publish the results when they want to take control of a certain product or a certain situation or a certain belief system. Now this is just me. So I did say that because they want to, those in the position of authority are basically on the bandwagon of the big pharmaceutical companies who are basically in control of everything, including the internet. They basically they hold the key. So if they tell you that your company cannot publish something, you can't publish it. And they'll say, oh, there was a study done, or there's proof that that's uh, you know um, misinformation or malinformation or disinformation. Okay, so I'm going to post the studies down below. I'm just putting it out there. You make up your own judgment. However, I did warn that if they couldn't, if the pharmaceutical companies, if they started to note that people were pulling away from um, pharmaceuticals and they were going more toward natural um, lifestyles or natural products or natural uh, medical situations where you would, opt to do something holistically instead of take the medication, okay? That they would pull a study out of their hat and they would publish it, and they would warn us as a society. They would warn us, be careful because that's not good for you, right? And so I did say that the pharmaceutical companies would soon come after our spices and they would come after our supplements. And what have they done? I'm going to post two studies that were published, and they were just recently published, where there were studies that were done, and now they're being published and put out in the world at large for our viewing pleasure. One of them is a spice, cinnamon. Cinnamon is highly anti-inflammatory. It's extremely good for blood sugars. It's extremely good for inflammatory conditions of any type, okay, of any type. And I use a lot of cinnamon. I use it as an inhalant. I use it in my foods. I use it to cut down on my carbs, my sugars, to keep my blood sugar in balance, to help me with insulin resistance, that type of stuff, okay? So it was published that um, there was cinnamon. Cinnamon was actually pulled from the shelves, and the reason why is because they found lead in the cinnamon. Now, what I'm kind of curious about is who orders these studies, and is it something that is in the mainstream? Is it like someone reports it to the FDA or reports it to, I bought cinnamon and there was lead in it? Really? Really? Is that how it goes? Like, how do they know to test it for lead? I don't get it. I don't get it. So if they test one product for lead, does that mean that all the products have lead in it? Well, go figure. So apparently cinnamon has got high amounts of lead in it. Well, the cinnamon that they tested, right? So what are they going to do next? The next step will be to pull it off the shelves, right? Right. Okay. So, second one, the second one I want to kind of bring to your attention is vitamins. And I said supplements would be also on their strike off list, right? So we've got one already. Well, two, because ashwagandha, it was hard to get ashwagandha. And I use that for anxiety. I use that for sleep deprivation. I use it for a lot of things, right? It's a herb supplement, right? And then I wasn't able to get it. When I asked the store owner why I couldn't get it anymore, she said because she was having a hard time getting it from her supplier. Right. Okay. So then um, I've already dealt with this, okay, this one, because this is a supplementation that I normally take. I normally take it. But I'm kind of steering away from it, even though they've put this study out now, right? I still need this supplement. I still need this vitamin, and it's niacin. It's vitamin B1, I think it's B1, or is it B3? Anyway, it's niacin, and it's a B supplement. And what they're saying is the B supplement has been flagged. And the reason why is because they're saying that this B supplement will increase heart disease in a recent study. Yeah. So apparently now they're saying that niacin will increase heart disease. Well, I had a stroke. I had a heart attack. I never took vitamin B before. I never paid any attention to my supplements at all. Never. I ate trans fat. Read the start of my channel and read my little blurb that I've made, the little video I made, the trailer, and find out. Yeah, I didn't pay any attention to my body. I ate what I ate. I ate as much sugar as I could. I smoked, I drank, I had a wild lifestyle, whatever. Anyway, I didn't take care of my body, inside or outside, okay? And then when I stopped doing that and I started doing supplementation and things like that, I got better. I was able to get off the medications, right? Now, when I was doing my research, I found that in my magnesium supplement, there's a thing called magnesium stearate. And magnesium stearate is basically a soap, and it will leave a biofilm. Now, that I truly believe, because that biofilm will build up over time and it will cause issues, I believe, right? But they use it in supplementation, the magnesium stearate, to hold things together because it's a soap, and it's kind of like soap is kind of like gluey. Think about it. You put soap on your hands, and not only does it lather up, but if you don't rinse it all off, it's sticky. So magnesium stearate, think about it, will hold a product together. And in a lot of supplementation, there is magnesium stearate, right? So what I needed to be taking was magnesium citrate. Okay, so that kind of turned me off supplementation to begin with. However, I still take magnesium. I'm just very careful to look at the ingredients, right? And I tried to get it through my diet. I really, truly do. But now they're even controlling our food. Okay, so let's get back to this. So, two things that I warned about: spices and supplementation. So, what they're saying is that supplementation with with niacin, a vitamin B product, okay, will create heart disease. So they're basically kind of saying, well, if you're taking vitamin B, you're going to get heart disease, right? So they're kind of like steering you away from taking supplementation, because most people would think, okay, well, geez, the people in a position of authority, the people with the qualifications are telling me not to take vitamin B, niacin, so I just won't take it, right? Because a lot of people are sheep. We follow, we believe exactly what they tell us to believe, except for this girl. And then cinnamon is a spice, and cinnamon is anti-inflammatory, and I use it religiously. I use it a lot, a lot. And when I say religiously, I don't mean religiously. I said it means I use it regularly. I use it every day. So like I said, now they're going after the supplementation. And not only that, they're also saying that if you're a backyard farmer, okay, that you are contributing more to climate change than the agricultural farms. Yeah, so they're saying that if you're growing a garden in your backyard, that you're actually contributing to it, okay, to climate change and to, emitting, what's it called? I don't know if it's methane or whatever, but that you are basically responsible for climate change. More so than agricultural farms, okay? The big, the big business farms, right? So if you have a tiny garden in your backyard and it's going right from your garden right to your table, You're responsible. Okay, so they're trying to control where you get your food and how you get your food. And now they're trying to control what food you eat, because what they're saying is that it's inhumane to eat meat. And if you're a vegetarian, that's fine. Maybe that's something you believe. But if you are farming with animals and those animals are raised for meat, for feeding your family meat, okay? That's your choice. That's your choice. You don't have to eat meat. Throughout the centuries, there has been vegetarians and there has been, people who eat meat. There has been the hunter-gatherers and the native culture. I mean, you know, but now what they're saying is that it's inhumane. And so what I read the other day was I read that they are creating meat in a lab from a few cells, and they will create that meat and they will sell that meat to you. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So even our food is going to be inundated with chemicals and inundated with like all sorts of chemicals in order to make it look like it's meat, to make it taste like it's meat, to put a magnesium stearate in it, which is a soap to hold it together. Okay? I even seen once where they were injecting collagen into ham to make it look plumper at the stores before Easter. Like this is ridiculous. The world is going nuts. Like, who is in control here? Seriously. I'll see you on the next video, the good Lord be willing.